Let's talk about Brazil and how they should line up for the World Cup. If you want me to do any other countries, please let me know. But let's get right into it. Basically, I'm going to show you how I'm going to line them up through FIFA, but I'm going to go through every single position and show you the lineups and how I want them to play, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm picking these players and how it's going to go down. Let's start with goalkeepers. Okay, so I have Alisson starting, and I'm bringing also Ederson from Man City, Weverton from Palmeiras, and the La Liga goalkeeper Neto, and I forgot what team he played for, but he is fourth decision. Let's go. Alisson. First of all, Alisson, incredible. It's going to be hard between Alisson and Ederson, but personally, between me, I want more of a shot stopper, someone who can go in 1v1 situations, and I think Alisson just takes the cake for that. If you've seen Ederson play for Man City, he is incredible. His long passes are immaculate, but like I said, I want that 1v1 stop that Ederson's not so good at. He relies heavily on his defensive duo with Ruben Diaz and Stones and or Laporte. Alisson also requires Van Dijk and Matip and Kanate for the defense, but he's also very capable in those 1v1 situations and shot stopping. That's why I want him in net. So right back, you can see someone else there. That is not who I'm starting. I am starting Dani Alves. Whoa. Lucas. He's old. He's old. Why are you picking an old man for right back? First of all, let's put some respect on Dani Alves' name. One of the greatest right backs, I think, to ever play the game. I'm not saying the greatest, because there's been really good right backs, but one of the greatest. And Brazil like to play up, attacking. He's great for offense. We have to play him. My backup is going to be Danilo from Juventus. Also a little bit older, but also experienced. That's why we're taking him. Last World Cup 2018, we bought someone from Brazil. I forgot his name, Fragner. And he actually played really well. But he's not no Dani Alves. So let's get that straight. We're using Dani Alves. I mean, have you seen him playing for Barcelona? The man still got it. We're doing a partnership of Thiago Silva and Marquinhos because Thiago Silva, a little bit older, but has the experience and is still doing really well for Chelsea. A Chelsea starter, matter of fact. Marquinhos, also one of the better Brazilian center backs. I feel like he needs to start. I've seen him play in that PSG shirt. He looks rock solid. He has off games sometimes, but that's why you have Thiago Silva there with him to back him up. Backup, I have the Real Madrid center back. Also, I feel like he's just like Marquinhos, but just a little bit worse at defending. I'm not saying he's bad at defending, just a little bit worse. So we have Marquinhos there instead, and then of course, you can do the substitution. Left back, Alexandro. A good player. I think that's all I have to say. A decent player for Juventus. They finished fourth this season. Not bad. I mean, maybe to their standards is a little bad, but still has very good defensive awareness and can also support a lot offensively, which is how Brazil plays, so I feel like he should be starting. And then we have Lodi as backup left back from Atletico Madrid, who has defensively been really well for Atletico Madrid because they play a defensive team. So if we are leading and we want to bring in more defensive fullback, that's why we bring him. I'm gonna make something clear too. Actually, Manchester United. I'm thinking right now. From what can I think of? Your Brazilians are not good. Alex Telles. Fred. No. Do you guys have any other Brazilians? I don't think so. We do not. Check their passports. Swear to God. Alex Telles, he might be Brazilian because he can attack, but he's not a defending fullback. Like, I don't think he has any defending attributes. He should be a winger. But, yeah. No, I think I just wanted to point that out there. No, Manchester United, your Brazilians are something else. CDM position. I mean, it's Casemiro. Fabinho, great. Really great center back. CDM. But Casemiro, he's just a boss in that CDM field. I mean, he's not. No, you can't. As much. Yeah, that goes to Casemiro. Just beat Fabinho in the CDM role to win the UCL final. Casemiro. Fabinho is runner-up, so if Casemiro gets injured or yellow card, red card, which is bound to happen, Fabinho is definitely second place. to that, 100%. Now, here is something that's going to be a little bit controversial, I think, to a lot of Brazilians. So, for CM, we could either play Fred from Manchester United, which I think most Brazilians would disagree with if they knew how he played. But for some reason, he's picked a lot, and he plays okay for Brazil. But that doesn't mean we should start him. He doesn't have the qualities of a CM. He's bad at defending. His passing is subpar. His shooting is not good. I don't know. I mean, he has a good smile. He puts a shift in. But that doesn't mean you play him, if that makes sense. You also have Arthur from Juventus, who I don't even think he's played much. So he's going to be a little rusty. I think, is he a runner-up? Someone just called me. Anyways, Arthur was really good. Potentially he had a lot of potential. Potentially. But he went to Juventus, didn't play much. I'm pretty sure he picked up an injury. I wouldn't risk starting him. A substitute, probably. But even then, I don't think it's desired. My two are Lucas Paqueta and Bruno, the new one from Newcastle. I would start Bruno because he is, I feel, a more overall solid pick for midfield that can back up Casemiro and Neymar. Which, I mean, Neymar is obviously Cam. I'll talk about that later, but Bruno, outstanding for Newcastle in his couple months that he's played. He has contributed goals, assists, and in the defense to get them completely out of the relegation zone. I think he deserves the start. Now, if we're not getting what we need offensively, I would absolutely say take him off and put on Paqueta, who is just like him, but offers more offensively, but less defensively. So it's a little trade-in, depends on what position we are, but I want to start Bruno because overall, I think in both factors of attacking and defending, we should have him there in CM. Him, Paqueta, Arthur, and then Fred. Fred, you are last. I mean, Fred and Arthur, interchangeable. I don't really care, actually. But those two are going to be the last picks. Bruno and Lucas are my two first picks for CM. Cam, you start Neymar. Play Neymar as a cam. Please do not put him on the left wing. Barcelona, great left winger, incredible, one of the best in the world. He's been playing cam for the past, 3 seasons at PSG? Now you're going to start plopping him back and you're going to get another Coutinho if you keep doing that. That's why, so far, in the cam position, he has been great. The way he can find his vision, incredible. His passing, dribbling, great. He can put in our wingers and strikers, even the CM, on a through ball. Keep him as cam. Backup, Coutinho. Now, if you asked me maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, would I have Coutinho in that? No, I probably would have Paqueta instead, and then brought up Arthur. But since Coutinho has been really great for Aston Villa, absolutely, I think he should be second cam. If Neymar gets injured, I don't think you would take him. Even if he was playing bad, he's that one player you keep on because he can make the one difference, individual talent. But if anything to happen and you need to take him off, you have Coutinho right there a second. Now, our front three. Our front three is going to be very, very difficult. Not really. Let's just get to it. As starting, I would start Vinicius, Richarlison, and Rafinha. For the sole reason, the way we play, we need somebody who is a striker, like a genuine striker. The only one that I can think of at the top level is Richarlison or Gabriel from Flamengo. But Richarlison has played at the higher level and has greatly contributed to Everton staying up, even though sometimes he looks like a wet pancake. He has contributed a lot to keeping them up, so he has to get a start. Gabriel from Flamengo, not Gabriel Jesus. I'll talk about him later. Those two are the striker backup, the main striker role. And then third fiddle, I would have Firmino from Liverpool just because he's not really a striker. He's a false nine. Doesn't really fit well into Brazil's role unless you put him as a cam, but then you have Neymar and Coutinho, which do it better than him. So he's the very iffy option if you need to completely change the way you're playing and if you're going to start playing with the false nine. But I don't think Brazil's going to do that. Right wing, Rafinha, because he has been, the way he moves on the ball and the way he shoots is deadly. Jesus, backup, mostly because I feel like if you're going to be with Jesus, the way he plays is he's a shooter right winger, not an assister. Rafinha is a little bit of both. So I want him to be second fiddle to Rafinha. And maybe if Richarlison and Rafinha aren't working, you can bring on Firmino and Jesus, because I feel like they would work a lot better together than Jesus with Richarlison. That's why I'm starting Rafinha over Jesus. Left wing, it has to be Vinicius. I mean, you could consider Rodrigo, you could consider Martinelli, but Vinicius this season with Benzema has been absolutely crazy. And then I go back to the reason we need a striker, a proper like number 9 striker that could head the ball, shoot the ball. I mean, we don't have a Benzema, granted. That's the only. If we had a Benzema, Brazil would be unstoppable. But we really don't. We have Richarlison. So, but absolutely Vinicius. And if Vinicius doesn't work, like I said, Martinelli or Rodrigo works. Or if you want to get a little bit tricky with it, just move Neymar up to left wing. And I know I just explained why you shouldn't do it, but at the same time, it's still Neymar, and he can still produce something. Move him to the left wing, take off Vinicius, bring on Coutinho, and you still have that extremely, just a really large pool of attacking players Brazil have. And it's just the way you have to use them, control them, and realize whose play style fits better with who. So they actually work together and can create an attacking threat. Not like they did against Japan, which the game just happened 1-0. A 4-4-2. What was that? What did I watch? That was... I mean, hey, we won the midfield battle. We won through a penalty, which was a dive from Richarlison. And it's crazy how that works. Alright, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment. Please let me know how you feel about this Brazilian side and what they could do. I feel like Brazil could win the World Cup if they play their cards right. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to play their cards right, so we're going to make it far, but not win the whole thing. If you want to see me do another team, which I'm already thinking of doing another team, I have it in my mind. I'm going to do it and upload it. But if you want to see me do another team, please let me know. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And who's excited for the World Cup? I am. Too bad it's in November.